Hello, Internet world. And we're being recorded. Let's get that marked today. Come on, Mousy. No, it's. Are you okay with that one? Hey, you're gonna be sitting by people you don't know for a little while, so you need to know who they are. You have 1 minute this time to meet somebody new and then find your seats. Go for it.
So I live on Lakeview Road, and so my mom lives in my house. Yeah. So I'm like, so I know your name.
It worked for me too.
You feel weird doing it, but it works.
I love that it
All
works.
right, we got a huge crowd today. We have so many different things, and we've had a couple of shifts from what we were planning for this week. So it's gonna be all over the place. But also remind you, if you see the green lights on up here, that means the microphones are on to the interworld, and it picks up your voices very well. So make sure you're listening so that everybody out in the world can listen, and also that they don't hear things that you are confidentially talking about clients about. So
Yeah.
anyway, this is our purpose.
Oh, to be the place where entrepreneurs thrive. I just was talking about this morning. It's your business. How incredible is that we get to host an entire atmosphere of people who are looking for their businesses to thrive. So I was joking, but I said, Keller Williams is not the place for you if you don't want to come do the work. And he said, isn't that the true definition of an entrepreneur? And I thought, that is, and that's why it's our culture. So it was stuck out to me that then that was our purpose for today.
It's funny to me sometimes. We'll talk to an agent who says, I did something wrong, am I gonna get fired? I'm like, we work for you.
Yeah.
That's the different thing here. You are 1099 employees. As leadership, we're here to help you grow your business to whatever size you want it. It's reversed of anywhere else in the real estate world. So
Sell one more house.
sell one more house. All right, to help you
I don't want to do it today.
to help you sell one more house, we have so many of our different strategic partners that help us. Let's start with Brent. Is that me?
That's gonna be good.
He sells insurance.
Well, that's funny you say that. I wanted to help you remember when it is extra medium, just for those playing the home game. I actually bought this during the meeting. I did for a living. So I wanted everybody to know my name's Bryant Young. I'm an insurance agent with Insures the Ozarks, your friendly local insurance agent. Sorry, I've been sitting on this for 2 weeks. I'm so happy to make this go. This is really exciting for me. Busy time in the insurance world. You guys are busy, which means we're busy. So thank you for the opportunities that you put in front of us. Did you guys know that the god of thunder decided he wasn't gonna work out this week? You know, he's had all the weather and stuff we've been dealing with. Yeah, he was a little four. Thank you.
I love that.
I know, that was good.
And then I said his name wrong.
Also, I sell insurance, just in case you're curious.
Garrett, let's hit you. Oh my God.
I don't wanna fall. Garrett Dollins, Meridian Title. So I've been gone for a few weeks, been busy. But I brought a flyer today. We just got a training scheduled for the 22nd right here. We're gonna be doing 1031 exchange training. Really cool, lots of information. We're gonna have Rick Long, our QI, come over and speak to you on regular 1031, reverse, construction, and simultaneous, some things people might not realize that they have access to. So it'd be really cool. We do have an RSVP QR code on there. So if you are interested in it and sign up, that will help us know how many to plan for. You don't have to, but we're super excited for it and hopefully bring some knowledge to you guys. So.
And then after the meeting, if you put any extra flyers in the wall
Yes.
thing up there,
Yep.
reminder to everybody, there's a whole strategic alliance wall now with all the business cards. Nicole's updated the whole list of everybody. It's all there. It's right up the top of the stairs and that'll help you with things. Anybody else on this side?
Me?
Oh, Cindy.
Cindy with Great American Title, great's in the name because we're just that awesome. Thank you for everything, seriously. We're looking forward to Red Day. We just love you guys, love partnering with you. We love being in the community with you guys. We love who you are and how you show up. And it's just a thrill to be a part of it. So thank all of you for all that you've done for us and give to us. And we're excited. Thank you.
Very cool. We're gonna talk a lot about Red Day today too. Yeah, give that applause.
You, George, with HO's Home Warranty. As we're starting to see days on market change and stuff sit a little bit longer, home warranty is becoming a lot easier to ask for. I see it all the time. One thing that I sent a video out on a couple weeks ago, now is the time to be thinking about an 18-month home warranty, because if you do, your client gets 2 summers of protection.
Oh,
Right? So, prime price is $995, prime plus is $1265 on 18 months. So be thinking about that as you're writing your offers. And by the way, my average warranty sale is almost $900, so don't be scared of those numbers. Sellers are paying for them, sellers are agreeing to that. So if you got questions on that, coffee or cocktails.
hey, and what's it cost for a listing warranty coverage?
I'm glad you asked that. Free.
Free.
It's complimentary, non-obligatory for the sellers.
Yeah.
So another thing to think about, yeah, absolutely. If you want to know how that works, coffee or cocktails, holler at me.
There we go. All right, anybody else on the back row? No, let's go to Christina.
Hi, Christina Ferrante with 417 Home Loans. I'm your hashtag lending lady for life. And I just wanted to be very sad for a sec because I can't be at Red Day. My first one in like 5 years that I'm gonna miss because my mom planned a birthday surprise for me. So it's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
So you guys have fun and do good
On
without
Red Day.
on Red Day.
I love it.
That's so great.
Kelly.
All right. I just wanted to congratulate everybody. I guess I should introduce for people who don't know me. I'm Kelly. I'm with Legal Land Title right across the street, the easy place to go. I just wanted to congratulate everybody on your open houses. I wasn't here last week, but we had so many cookies, so many balloons that we were handing out for all these open houses. We drove around on Saturday with my family and we got to see all of the red signs everywhere. So it turned out really great. We're looking forward to Red Day. So I'll see you guys out on Thursday. Our whole team is going to try and make it.
Very cool. Also, Brian Jackson sent me this picture today. There's somebody, I don't know where they are in the country. They have a red carpet they take to everyone in their open houses.
Oh, that's.
And they actually have stanchions on each side too. So
Oh, I
that
love
might be the next level of things. So, all right, anybody else I missed? Any others?
Great.
Yay. Hey, make sure you visit with our strategic partners after the meeting. They will help you get deals done because they're here to help you through the whole process of stuff. All right, we have a culture award each week, and last week it was Noah Chavez.
Yes, and this week, Noah is here to present it.
So this one is really special. Whenever I joined KW, Red Day was my first interaction and I got to see a little bit about the culture. But then Liliana Owen,
Woo.
she is who really taught me about it. She didn't just show me it, she taught me about it. So I'd like to present it to Liliana Owen. She got me here and that's the reason.
That's
that I'm an agent.
amazing.
I think she's her daughter or somebody's coming in town, family wise or something. So yes.
Oh,
And then also, I don't know if you guys know, but she had like a huge health kind of situation that came up and she powered through that like nobody I have ever
Yep.
seen and had a better attitude than I did half the days through it. It was such a testament to like, I mean, her grit and the culture that you guys have built and then the people that I saw show up at her house with me, like whenever I was there, like one of the team leaders like show up. So like it was,
Wow.
yeah. So Liliana, I'm telling you, like
That's amazing.
connect with that lady. She's awesome.
Perfect, because we're gonna text her now, so you
That's
can
right,
definitely
yes.
connect with
and
her.
I hope she's standing by TSA as her phone starts blowing up.
Oh my gosh.
417 425 2125. One more time, her phone number is 417 425 2125. Text her congratulations and that'd be fun.
Woohoo.
All right, oh, it's time to dance.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me something good.
Part of my Adrian moves.
So great. So many great things. So good. So good.
the Carlton going? All right,
I think we're ready.
what do we have? Who had good stuff this week?
Don has something he wants to share.
I just think it's great that West Litton got such an amazing listing.
Yes, if you didn't see the sign up front, no, the building's not for
I
sale.
know, I walked up, I was like, oh my God.
I know, I did too.
How did he
I
get
totally
that?
freaked out.
What's really funny is y'all gotta hear the story of the sign guy telling Mike, tell him what he said when you were like, wrong location.
Oh, from,
He said, I've worked for 12 hours.
yeah, this is secondhand. They said, we've been working 14 hours, we'll come back and get it tomorrow. So it should be moved later today, but it would, yes, sir.
Just to be fair, do not recommend Springfield sign. They're not refunding the delivery fee and they're refusing to move it right now.
I'll take care of it for you, buddy.
I'm taking it up this afternoon if they don't move it, so it'll be gone.
Well, hold on, because we're gonna do a new listing video.
We're gonna use it in a promo.
Yes.
So.
All right, what else do we have? Good news. Rachel, oh, Jim too. Rachel first.
I didn't have my hand raised.
Oh, I thought we were gonna talk about,
Oh, sorry, yes, okay.
don't do that to
Sorry,
me.
it's the first day of the nanny, I'm kind of all over the place. Tell us something good. If you did not see, we have worked out a deal to get your car detailed at a discounted rate. So we have posted that in the internal page for you to sign up. I was talking with Shane this morning and he's working on getting those scheduled. So if you are interested, please get signed up. He's gonna give us 20% off if we have 40 or more people. He will come to the market center and detail it for you. And so we're looking at scheduling in the next 2 weeks to start that, and he'll be in contact with you. So if you're interested, get signed up for that. His name is Shane Almond, and he already detailed Paulina's car, and she said it was phenomenal. So excited for
And
that.
Nicole just put it in the link online, and we have it upstairs somewhere too. Jim?
Oh, Cody Costello stopped me in the hall last Thursday, maybe Friday, and he had its largest closing ever, 1.2 million.
Wow.
Yay!
And he's talked about it took every skill that he had learned over the years to walk through it. He was just really excited about it.
That's awesome.
Not just the money part, just that he was able to use all those skills.
That's very
I
cool.
wish he was here.
Did we have anybody sell a house from from the open house?
Wasn't open house, but I sold one.
Oh.
Okay.
Anybody sell it from our Paint the Town Red? They're coming. It's coming. I
Yep,
believe
it
it's
will.
coming.
Okay, here's some good news from KW International. If I hit the right button.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Friends, you have just crossed the 1 millionth download for the MREA podcast. I couldn't be more excited about it. This is your podcast. You dictate the models we look at. You help us find the people we talk to, and you are the ones that have made it a success. On behalf of myself and everybody on our team, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's the good news. We are just getting started.
And I think the episode that pushed him over the 1 million mark was the interview with Carrie. So
Yes, absolutely.
that was an amazing one. In fact, look, they even put her on the main screen. They sent out to everybody nationwide. So this podcast, if
Give it up for
give her a round of
Carrie.
applause. Not listen to these. This is the #1 real estate podcast going on in the country. So make sure you get those as you're driving somewhere, as you're walking, exercising, all those kind of things. They also have a market update. We don't need that for right now. If you sold an open house, that means you got one under contract from the one you were holding open. A buyer you met from an open house went under contract, or you're under contract on a listing, you get 3 free directional signs for your next open house. So you need to email me these 3 things. We'll keep the list going. It takes a while usually after the open house for the sale to happen. So keep on your people, keep using those smart plans, and anybody through April, May, and June will get 3 free signs each time, except Brady, he keeps giving his away to other people because he has so many, so. All right.
Yay, she's here in the building.
Hi, everybody. I'm Megan with Onward Agent Services. We currently offer TC or transaction coordinating for under contract to close, as well as pre-listings. We also offer some social media services. So we have newsletters or a social media package. And then we do sign running and lockbox running, and we have closing gifts that are upstairs that are available to purchase as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to come see any of us in the leadership office.
Y'all love the closing gift basket.
The closing baskets are going crazy.
They are.
So those are incredible. If you need a gift right at the last minute, they've usually got them there, but you can order ahead of time too, correct?
Yes, you can. You'll just have to email one of us with our Onward emails. But if you want that, you can see us upstairs.
Okay, sounds good. All right, 3 things you should know. #1, Mega Agent Camp is coming in August. There's a pricing the tier 1 ticket pricing ends in June. So make sure you're getting signed up for that. It is, you don't just have to be what's called a mega agent to go to this. This is for any agent that wants to grow to the next level. It's a little bit more intimate than Family Reunion. It's only about 8,000 people instead of 15,000. It's gonna be at San Antonio this year. So a whole new location because Austin is under construction. Convention center, not the whole town. So make sure you're getting signed up before June for that. Don't call people you're not supposed to. Don't get sued. Facebook.
What's happening?
Did we have some fun this last weekend?
Why is it taking it down?
Because of Facebook. Well, when you get something for free, they
Okay.
can make the rules the way they want. This is something that Rebecca Jones had posted in the GSBR page, and she found it from somewhere else. So I asked her if it's okay to share this. Basically, they're changing where things can go. It sounds like if you're gonna put a house for sale on there, you gotta put it in a marketplace. But what I've found so far, if I go to my KW website and type my address in and use that link, it's working. Okay, so again, your own your own website through KW will work. So use that. We can help you with that if we need to, but Facebook.
Like posting the MLS link as opposed
No,
to.
post this instead
Okay.
of the MLS,
But
because the
don't
MLS is what keeps getting flagged or
Got
something.
it. Okay.
But again, try to call customer support at Facebook and see how far you get. You won't get anything. All right, leverage series. This is for anybody who's at the level where they want to help grow their business, or they might be looking at hiring an admin. Dave Brousseau is the best teacher on this I've ever heard. It is it Bentonville? Rogers, okay. All that same area, May 21st and 22nd. It's all day on the 21st, morning on 22nd. This is an incredible class to help you learn how to use the KPA to evaluate how somebody best fits on your team. This is awesome. You need to try and go to this, and we have some info on that. And
If you can't make both days, just go to the first day. That will be the very big meat
Absolutely.
and potatoes of the class. So if you don't want to commit to both and have to stay the night and have those expenses, just go for the full day and you'll get your money's worth.
it's maybe a 2.5 hour drive from here, so it's very doable for a one-day thing. You'll be tired, but it'll be worth it. And Jordan Freed is coming to Springfield. Several of you have been through his class before. This is June 5th. We think it's gonna be in here unless we hit overflow. This is so new, we don't even have a flyer out yet. We got this word yesterday, so this is a great class, not just for real estate, but for everything in life. And June 5th, mark your calendar, and we'll have more details coming.
This is not his Freed Life class that he's taught before. This is his new class. He's created the 90-day play. And so he's teaching us for free so he can get content as he's building this out to start promoting it and charging other market centers. So it's only an hour and a half. You don't want to miss it. Jordan's a phenomenal coach. He's Carrie's coach right now. A lot of mindset, and he's been able to help a lot of people transform their businesses.
Absolutely. Incredible person. He's very mean to my Cowboys. That's the one thing I do. But everybody should be mean to the Cowboys. So anyway, everything else you know should be in your emails. Calendar. Hopefully you got some tacos earlier. I don't know if there's any left, but they were delicious. That was wonderful. And then we have buyers and sellers agency contract. I can't talk today. We have contracts tomorrow.
Orientation.
Yeah.
We got new agent orientation with Nicole
Thank you.
tomorrow, and then the main event is
Yes.
finally here. We are ready for Red Day on Thursday, so this market center will be closed as we go out, and we will be there the team will be there from like 8 to 5, but there's different times and we'll go through that, okay? Otherwise, we want to make sure that we welcome to our KW family all of our new agents for May. We have Scott Myers, Payne Inlow, Drea, Matthew Hayward, Jason Pace, Hector Cruz. I don't know why I signed up for the names. Tracy, Nick Losh, Allison Jasper, Cynthia Ballou, Christy Gaffrey, Yonga Yesa, Scott Davison, Levi Hargrove, Josh Stone, Jackie Hagel-Hake, Cole Hunsaker, and John Mitchell. Can you guys give it up for all of you?
18 people. I think that's the biggest amount we've had join in a month since 2018.
It's amazing.
Okay, we have an insane thing happening. The momentum around here is incredible. Make sure that they feel welcome. And I'm going to jump back on something also. We were talking about Red Day and people coming to it. There's a lot of agents from other companies that are from Republic area and their Dynamic Strides. I'm reaching out to them to see if they want to be part of Red Day. You don't have to be a KW person to do that. This is a chance for everyone to see our culture in action. But this is amazing that 18 people joined this last month.
So great.
Yep. Yes,
Are there
sir.
extra t-shirts to buy because I didn't
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes, they're $95 each.
Thank
you, Mike. Delayed term fee on that. Okay, next week, there's no sales meeting because all of us on leadership are at Dallas for mega leadership camp. So if you come in here next Tuesday, you'll have. room to
Mastermind
yourself.
with each other. It'd be
That's
great.
right, yeah. These are some different things that they put out for this week. K-Score is helping. I didn't really look through these too well.
On a scale of 0 to 10,
There we
the
go.
average KW prep student feels almost perfectly prepared for their real estate career. Who do you know that deserves an incredible life in real estate? We have an incredible program here called K-Score, ran by our very own Shanna, the best coach in the whole city. She helped me, she helped Nicole get our license. So I'm sure there's other in this room that she helped as well. And so if you know what?
We missed that on Tell Me Something Good. Nicole passed her real estate test.
But if you know someone who deserves this life in real estate, the coolest thing you can give them is this gift of education. And they get to do it through an online course that allows them to go at their pace, and it's phenomenal. So if you have someone who's even remotely interested, Shanna hosts a 4 o'clock Zoom on Monday nights. Anybody can join the Zoom. We would love them just to get more information and kind of go through it at their pace.
And that's probably why we had so many people joining us last month. They're going through the process and learning it. Speaking of our newly licensed agent, Nicole, what do you have for us?
Hi, thank you. Okay, so by request, we are updating our inspection providers document. This is a required document for our compliance. So I am going to put a link in the chat. Please fill it out with your favorite inspectors. We've got a bunch of different categories. So go ahead and fill that out and we'll get it updated and put in a DocuSign for you. Next.
Awesome. Thank you, Nicole.
A command update. So this is pretty cool. Like we talk about all the time, AI is everywhere, including inside of command, and it keeps getting better. So now you have AI contact timeline summaries. You do have to have at least 5 events in your timeline, but it will give you an AI summary about like where they're looking, what they want, what they're needing, how many times you've talked, next steps, follow up on their interest in those properties. Hello, it tells you what to do. So if you scan this QR code, it will give you more information on it. And then next, our favorite thing, 30 social media prompts for May. So if you're racking your brain, you're like, what do I need to be talking about on my social media? This gives you day by day, tells you all the holidays, everything that you need to know. So scan that one as well. It's all within outfront.kw.com. And if you want more information on it, let me know.
Wonderful.
Oh my gosh, you should have seen the number of phones that came up to scan that just there. That was awesome.
KW is the best. That's why, because they give us all the information that we need.
Because it's not a real estate company anymore. It's
That's right.
technology.
Exactly.
Faces here.
Jim and Don, what's the news?
Oh,
Did we skip the coach? I thought the coach
When you
was
go
first.
back, they want to go.
Oh, it's all right, it's good, no. He said I had 30 minutes, so. Just kidding, I'm gonna blast for it.
When he needs the glasses, we're in trouble.
Well, no, I just, if you don't write it down, it doesn't exist. Somebody told me that. That's right. Square footage.
Yes. Hopefully this goes.
You know this already. We know it at KW, but it seems like other people don't know it. He said he had a slide and I know, there it is. You can't read it. Doesn't matter. All right, here's the deal. You can only count square footage if you can live in it. And so it has to have a heat source and it has to be enclosed. So for example, the Sun Porcher is an agent and they're very, they've been in the business a long time. I was going to say they're respected. That would have been wrong. They've been in the business a long time, but they listed a property today and it said, if you open the doors to the sun porch, it will heat and cool. And I'm like, okay, you can't count that square footage. That's the key part of it is some people are counting garages. You got to be careful on nicks on tax records, of course. But some people are counting sunrooms that aren't enclosed, just screen porches as square footage. It's not finished square footage unless it's enclosed and it has a heat source. Doesn't have to have air, and it has to be a permanent heat source. It can't be a space heater. So if you have a propane heater attached to the wall, permanent, right. And if you have the little guy sitting there, and that is not a permanent heat source. Okay, they put that out in the board deal.
Got it.
Reserve items. Okay, so we have one on Friday night, sitting on the back porch, having a cold little helper, just relaxing. And I get a call from an agent that says, hey, I've got a question about reserve items. And what had happened, a buyer's agent who's very successful had written an offer on their property. And then the listing agent who's with our company had put in reserve in the marketing remarks and the MLS, the chicken coop. So they go to do the walkthrough, the buyer's agent does, and he calls and he says, hey, you're not planning on moving that chicken coop because it stays. And the listing agent with our company says, I don't know. He said, it's in reserve items. We're going to take that with us when we leave. So anyhow, agent goes, no, you're wrong. So he calls me and I said, you know what? If it's in reserves, it's obviously reserved. And then he sends that to the agent through a text. It says, I talked to my broker. My broker said this. He says, tell your broker to read the damn contract. That's me. So anyhow, I called his broker. We chatted about it. It's kind of gray, isn't it, when you say?
Should have been in the.
So yes.
Yes.
It is because it says in the contract that the MLS and the disclosures have nothing to do with the contract. It's only the terms and conditions within the contract. But then also, we know in real estate, if it's not permanent, if it's not attached,
It's not.
then it can be removed. So actually, he was okay if he took the chicken coop, right?
Right.
Yeah, he could do that.
Yes.
But still, the question remains. And so when I talked to the other broker, I said, so what did you want our agent to do? Counter an acceptable offer with all the terms and conditions that are acceptable to his buyer and put in there, please exclude the chicken coop. Does that be a good idea? Say no.
No.
Because a counter means what? No, counter is no, rejects no, counter is no. He could have lost the purchase, right? Because he dealt with a portable chicken coop. So what I would do, or what I'm going to suggest you, not I would do, I would suggest you, is that if you have an issue like that and it's something that you think might come up and you've got a reserve item, you might, if an agent tells you to write an offer, say, please exclude these items because they are in reserve. The chicken coop, the purple curtains in my wife's bedroom, and the gnomes. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. 3. So an agent calls us last week, Dusty Capone calls me and goes, hey, so I got this weird deal. He said, I listed this 80 acres. I went up there, got the sign on it and everything, got all the paperwork back and forth by email. I'm putting the sign up. And this guy comes out and goes, what are you doing? He said, well, I'm selling this property. He says, you're not selling that property. That's my sister's property. And she doesn't want to sell that property. And he goes, well, I've been talking to her for 2 weeks.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. How was he talking to her? Email and
Text.
text. And this happened to me last year. This guy texts me and emails me, I want to sell these 2 lots down in Ozark on NN, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know, I can do this. And then after about a week, I got the feeling kind of weird about it. And so I texted him and said, we're gonna have to talk by phone because we hadn't talked physically, or you're gonna have to come in and see me or I'll come see you. And he goes, why is that necessary? And so I looked at the CRS, saw the address, went to the gentleman's house, put a note on his door and said, hey, you know what? You got to talk to me at some point. I've got your lots listed. He called me 2 days later and said, what do you mean? So I mean, it was all a scam for me and it was a scam for Dusty too. But this is becoming more and more common nationwide and it'll be here. So if the only way they will communicate is email and text and they want a remote closing, you probably got an issue.
It's
Does that happen to
extremely
anybody
common with LLCs.
Oh, title company, yeah.
Yeah, property owner in an LLC is an extreme problem with that.
Well, Dusty, he did better than I did because he said, hey, before I finish this up, I'm going to need a copy of your driver's license, which would be at least a start. He did better than I did. Yeah, but protect yourself. Those are happening. And then last of all, I went to the new construction class this morning that's being offered at the board this afternoon on the new construction contract. And I really wasn't in favor of this thing at all. But after I went through it, I thought it's probably not a bad idea for individual builders that build 2, 3, or 4, or 5 homes. Schubert Mitchell, Trendsetters, Cronkite, probably doesn't work for those guys because they've got their own, right? But a lot of times, the builders, even if they're building custom homes, don't have their own contract. I think it'll work for that, but I would encourage you to read it thoroughly and look at the riders and everything that goes along with it. Because there are riders and they're all NHC riders, and they only go with that contract.
Got it.
That's it for me.
All right.
I said a couple weeks ago, but just to reiterate on attachments, TV mounts, stay with the home. If they come down, A, you've got to negotiate that, and B, you got to fill the holes and make the wall look right. I've been dealing with one of these for 2 weeks. So
But you don't have to leave the TV in there.
Correct.
you don't have to leave the TV, but it specifically states on that inclusion paragraph, it's got all the little dots. It says TV mounts in there. So don't let somebody tell you that that's not supposed to stay, because according to the contract, it is.
As Carrie would say, you need to know every line of the contract. She can probably tell you what line that's on.
Okay,
So,
tell us about the market.
Okay, so also on what Jim was talking about, how many of you are using Forewarn? Okay, anytime you come on something, you're like, oh, that's interesting, check it through Forewarn. Do not assume that everything in there is correct, but it's at least a guide to help you. Okay, market, this is what was fun. We had a little we've got low internet down here, so
Yeah, I think something's going on.
we're gonna pump it up so it's faster. The contracts went up everywhere last week dramatically. So listings went down most places, except in the north, they went up like 3, but new contracts went everywhere. Eric was talking with a non-KW agent this morning who said, oh, my days are market are longer and I can't get anything to sell. And she's like, huh, well, sucks to be you. No, I didn't say that. But what we're doing here is working. Also, this is compared to last year, about the same there, but we are now up to, it's really got a delay on it today. 2,066 active listings as of yesterday.
Wow.
Why is that interesting? Because look at all those contracts. So a bunch of homes came in, and here's the #1 stat I saw from this last week. There are 103 houses that sold in the last week that went on the market last week. So 103 homes sold in 7 days or less of being on the market. If you price it right, it's gonna go. That's huge. I don't know that I've ever seen that many in a week span, because usually we have the thing here that shows like so many in 1 day or less, but that was really huge there. Okay, 2 things we're gonna get to today. We had new construction plan, but Drew got called away on a secret assignment. So we're gonna hit new construction things in a little bit because of the contracts like Jim was talking about and some things that Brady wants to share also. So we're jumping to something else because we got some new info for you. And today's a little bit on luxury than a lot on Red Day. So let's welcome our LLC Luxury Committee Chair, Wes Litton. Want to clicker?
Sure. All right, before we get rolling, the only one thing I would say here is everyone asks, like, I want to get into selling luxury, I want to get into selling commercial, whatever. Right? A lot of times, the way you get into those things are through relationships with people. So if you want to start selling luxury real estate, you should be developing relationships with people who might own luxury real estate, right? Now, when you do that and you get a listing, KW Luxury is pretty cool. So there's a lot of bullet points here. Mike, do you want to just chime in at the end?
Yeah.
Is that how we're, okay.
Well, there's a slide where I can jump in on this.
Beautiful. I'm gonna rip through these real quick. So benefits of KW Luxury. So range of benefits, sell side and buy side can also participate, but primarily for listing agents of KW Luxury, enhanced property marketing. So you get luxury premium marketing materials that can be built for you, social media suite, all that kind of stuff. Extensive online syndication. So your listings above 700 for our market would get sent through all kinds of kind of unique higher end syndications like Wall Street Journal, what else is on here? Mansion Global, Barron's, LuxuryRealEstate.com, and some more. Global reach. So KW Luxury, of course, is international. We've got a little community through the Circle app that we're all a part of. You'll see really high-end homes getting posted in there, particularly important for relocation for executives. So if you do get luxury, make sure to put a post inside of that Circle group. There's a lot of relocation that happens in the luxury world. Placement in KW Luxury Magazine. You guys might have seen this out front at times, but it's kind of a fun little publication. We've seen Mike Dooley from Northwest Arkansas featured in it. I'm sure the Grady team's been in it. Really cool spot. Social media promotion. They place all kinds of high-end listings on KW's actual website, but then also they're gonna be taking basically templates for social media that are really curated and pretty. And you can link them in your command to populate listing data and publish those for social media and push through boosted Facebook posts, all that kind of stuff. Luxury branding, you get this cool KW luxury deal here. You can use it on signage, etc. There's that additional branded and marketing materials, business cards, you know, pretty much anything, even like leather portfolios you can order. Enhanced lead gen, this one's kind of fun. So you actually kind of can see through the KW Luxury network who's placing people and making referrals. So once you're into luxury, you can actually market your listings directly to other luxury agents that might be sending luxury referrals to the Springfield market. Specialized training and resources, this is a big one. There's designations you can earn, or there's just all kinds of online training going on inside of the luxury community. It's absolutely fantastic. A lot of their stuff really has to do with how do you make things beautiful and easy for people, right? So even if you're not selling luxury, those are wonderful things to take down into just your everyday practices with any home seller. We've talked about the referral network, technology and tools. Obviously, Command is a technology platform. Utilizing some of their, you know, templates, other online resources that they use specifically for their luxury community, kind of little add-on, does kind of help you market the property a little easier, particularly on luxury listing appointments. So that's where I found a lot of value is their luxury listing appointment kind of consultation guide. Being pre-built is really pretty, it's really good. Opportunity for profit growth share, okay, you get that. And then of course, recognition and credibility. Anyone in here can walk in and say, hey, I'm KW, you know, I'd love to sell your house. And that holds huge reputation in our marketplace. You're number one. At the same time, you can also walk in with a luxury designation into a high-end house that might set you apart from the next competitor at a different company who doesn't have such a designation, right? All right, discounts and partnerships. You do get other discounts and just general advertising things. Typically on the higher end scale, not just kind of your everyday stuff. So third-party vendors who give KW luxury agents a bit of a discount, whether that's fancy pens, I don't know what, pocket protectors, what else you. All right, and then of course, the Springfield luxury sign. This is a big one.
Okay, so the signs that we originally got when we started luxury were not made for Ozarkian ground. They were terrible. They had these weird angled things to it. Any listing over 700,000 becomes a luxury listing, even if you're not a qualified luxury agent. So the new signs, this thing, you slam into the ground, please hammer that part, not this. So it goes down to this flush mount, and then the sign just slides over. Any of you that tried to put one of the other ones in the ground, you know how stupid it is? But these are much lighter
And much more durable.
But look, it's flexible. It's always fun to do this in front of people.
And it requires 2 people, so take someone with you.
Okay, so the great thing, how many of you tried to get one of the other ones into your car? You couldn't very well. So number one, this has a screw here, so if it's a windy area, you can attach like a little something to that. But also there's a push button on the side here, and it comes apart. So you get, oh, yes. All right, this is fun to do with one hand. Look at that. Okay. This is the font. So there's a whole style set for luxury. In-print graphics here in town has the font set and everything. As you can tell, the color has changed since I last got this. That was 2 company names ago. So, but the in-print can make your own font for it if you need to. And it can hook there or down here. But the whole thing is a lot easier to use and get into the ground. If you list something for 700,000 or more, we have 10 of these, I'm thinking 12, 10, that you can check out and use. Okay.
Check out like a library book.
Yeah.
So you bring them back, doesn't really cost you anything.
Yes, we now have them numbered, so we know where they are. But once you hit over 4 luxury sales in 24 months, then you become a luxury agent. You can actually brand your own on here because Wes, I think your team has that. So you can put your name onto this part instead of just having the rider. But any luxury home, actually any property not commercial. So if Wes did list this building, it would not count because it's commercial. But farm, land, acreage, house, any of those go into the luxury system and get all the syndication. So these are here.
Is it list sides only or is it buy and list?
to qualify, it's either side.
Right.
Or if you sell and double sided, that's two. But anybody can use these signs and we have, you just gotta talk with Abby up front. And then we've got them secured. That way they don't get all yucky from being outside all the time, and we'll get them to you.
Also, to one up this, there is a luxury pro community, which is excellent and absolutely worth the money. And then to plug Mega Camp one more time, when you go to the KW national events, they have special breakouts and mixers and really cool places, kind of high-end feel. It's a ton of fun. So highly, highly recommend this community. From my vantage point, it's kind of the best community I've seen inside of KW. So I'd really encourage you guys to strive for it, I guess. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you. Oh, there's more information.
So one of the things they do, the minute you list it, it gets syndicated to Wall Street Journal. And so I asked AI, what does that actually mean? It goes into their subscription on their digital pages, and then from there it goes to several others that Wes had mentioned. So, and in fact, this will help you get listings, because if you're going against a local brokerage, all they can do is advertise here and then put it onto Zillow. This goes into all kinds of systems everywhere. And like Wes said, the luxury, the executives that are moving back and forth, they see all this stuff. So that's available to you to help you sell. Wouldn't you, if you're gonna sell just one more home for the year, wouldn't you like to be 700,000 or more?
Yeah.
That would help. So let's help you do that. Okay.
Red Day is here. We are so excited. Can I have Melinda and Cassie join me at the front? Can you guys give it up for the entire Red Day committee? Yeah, Amy, come on. And Amy is joining us today. Landon, you want to join us too? Okay, Amy has been our amazing chair. Give it up for Amy. We're gonna just go over everything. Obviously, you can see Red Day shirts are here. We're gonna go over the agenda, what we're gonna work on today. So we'll let, I'll just pick up. So we're gonna start with the agenda. So it's going to be hosted at Dynamic Strides. As I said, this building will be closed. And so you can meet us for breakfast at 8:30 a.m. at Dynamic Strides, being hosted by our very own George, with breakfast pizzas, and U Mortgage is bringing some fruit. So we're super thankful for them. And then the morning shift, because you could have signed up for either shift, the morning shift would then be from 9 to 12. We want everyone there, though, between 12 and 1. That is super important. That's the lunchtime. So we love lunch. And that's group photo time. It's going to be Jersey Mike's, and it's donated by
Dave Urico.
Dave
He's
Urico.
the owner of the Battlefield location. He discounted that for us. He's a KW client and super generous.
Amazing. So then that's lunch, and then that's the group photo, right? Pictures or it didn't happen. And then from 1 to 3 is the afternoon shift. So I'm gonna hand it over to these ladies, but one thing I just wanted to point out is our amazing Katya right now is making a graphic. We also want this to help you empower your sphere and let them know all the things that you're doing and participating. So she'll have a graphic where we shout out our two, are we calling them platinum sponsors this year?
Platinum and ultra platinum.
Okay, ultra platinum and platinum, which is Shiver Mitchell and Legal Land Title. And so they'll be on that graphic. And then we want you to share that out as well, just to support Dynamic Strides. And so you can use that on your social media. So Katya will be making that today, and we will get that out to all of you as well. So I will hand it off, and then we will keep going.
We're going to talk about some of the projects that we're doing. So if you haven't signed up, we would love for you. It's not too late to sign up, or just show up and just bring a Red Day shirt. If you don't have one, there should be some extra still for sale. And I would wear jeans or something comfortable. We have some indoor projects, mostly indoor, and some outdoor. It's supposed to rain, but not until like almost 4 o'clock on Thursday. So that's a win. Yay. Let's all pray for no rain until after we're done. But we're going to be doing organizing, painting projects. We have a lot of items that were shipped there. So we've got stuff to unpack and just help them. There's therapy rooms that we're going to paint and help them decorate. But then we also have some big organization projects, some hanging mirrors. Like there's quite a few indoor projects of just that will separate people in groups. And then for Dynamic Strides, they have a leader for each one of the projects. So you'll get with a leader and then they'll tell you what they need you to do. We're also redoing their kitchen upstairs and their kitchen downstairs and helping make it an ADA kitchen. So we do have a couple gentlemen, Ray Kittle and Tony, which is a buddy he works with that does construction. They're going to come help us set cabinets. And then we've had a lot of great volunteers to help us get all the items and get everything ordered. So we're excited, and outside, we're gonna hope to do, if it doesn't rain, we're gonna set up a sensory garden. And even if we can't do it outside, we'll at least get it set up and have it inside, and then later on, maybe we can get it outside. But right now, we're gonna put it on pavers because we don't have the ability to do concrete. That was our hope, but that didn't pan out. So we're gonna do pavers, and there's a few other projects outside for the horses and for the barn and a few other little fun projects like that.
There's a lot to do, a lot of projects, and there's something for everybody. So please sign up because we need tons of manpower, but don't be afraid of what some of these projects sound like. Like, I don't know how to do that. Well, there's something for everybody, I promise you. And we'd love to have you there all day, but half day will do.
And we have a lot of you that are veterans in Red Day, like Jim Bolin, like you've been at how many Red Days now? Like,
Oh, 14?
I mean, so we have people that know how to do some of these projects. Even if you don't, you'll just help them and assist them. So anybody that does have shovels or work gloves, any drills, please bring them. I think somebody's gonna get us a pole digger. I think Samantha's working on that. Because we do have to put a few poles in the ground, and I don't know, Amy's been great to help us get a plumber and a excavator to come and do some of the stuff for the pavers, so it's exciting.
We might need an electrician, so if you've got a contact with an electrician that could come out for just a little bit, they're not huge outlets and GFCIs and things like that. Like she said, we need shovels, round and square head. If you have a tamper, that would be great. So if any of you have any tampers at home, because we need to flatten the ground and the sand for the sensory garden, hammers, drills, again, gloves, anything that you would work outside with, we need those. We've purchased a lot of what they're doing already, but those things that we weren't gonna use again, we didn't wanna like go buy those too.
Yeah.
So anything that you can do, it'll be organized chaos, so please come patient because there's a lot of projects that we need to divvy out. And like she said, there will be manual labor, but that doesn't mean everybody has to do manual labor. If your forte is organization, we got you.
We got you. Or cleaning.
Cleaning, painting, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see some horses again, so.
I mean, for those of you who do have like full portable tools, we would love for you to bring them. We will not distribute them out to everyone, so they will not get destroyed. They'll be for you to use, but we will need tools from those who have them. Also, I wanted to correct something on the lunch. So Dave did discount the lunch, but Great American Title
Yeah.
and Austin Sigmeyer
Austin
from
Sigmeyer.
Complete Home Inspections are actually paying for the lunch.
Yeah. Thankful, and there you can still get. So one of the things I wanted to point out is we have hit our goal. We've raised over $40,000 for Dynamic Drive. You can't go, you can still give. And so that money, they're gonna use those funds to pay for this training. They got awarded this grant, but they needed training in order to use the grant. Do you wanna tell them a little bit about that?
It's a special equipment lift for them and the kids that they help, that they were gifted this grant, but they can't actually get the equipment until they go and do the training. And the training alone is like $2,500 to send someone out to go take it. And then some of the other funds, like whatever funds are left over after what we don't spend on the projects that we've signed up to do, they're gonna use to hire at least hopefully one, maybe two more therapists is their goal, is to help them be able to serve more children in the area, because I think they're pretty maxed out on their capacity of number of kids they can serve right now, but if they can add a couple more therapists, then they can help more kids.
Yeah. And one of the things that they really asked us for at the beginning, all of this was just awareness of their organization. A lot of people do not know what they do. And that's part of why they were chosen, because when it was presented to the ALC, no one on the ALC was familiar with them. So please make sure you're sharing this out on your socials and let people know what we're doing, but who we're doing it for and why. And then also they love volunteers. So whether you have experience with horses or not, they're looking for volunteers right now.
Yeah. They take volunteers year round, and even if it's just a couple weeks that you can help throughout the year, I know I think you have to sign up ahead and you have to do a background check and all those things, but they would definitely love any and all volunteers. So we've done volunteer work there and just help them decorate for Christmas or help them tear down the decorations, because they do have a very lean staff and, you know, they are basically a nonprofit, so all their funds go to help just pay for, their actual budget is a deficit, and so these funds really have helped them this year.
Do you guys have any questions for what we're, okay? Denise?
I have a statement. If you haven't given yet to Red Day, I still have raffle tickets and our strategic partners have donated. We have, I think, close to $500 in gift cards in there. And you can buy a raffle ticket for $5 and then we'll draw at Red Day, we'll draw one of the tickets for the winner, so.
I need to give, yeah, tell us, because I want to
Yeah.
get to it.
So we have, two $50 certificates for Harder House. It's a summertime fun basket. So Harder House, so you could get your meats and stuff for your barbecue. We have a Brown Derby Wine Center $50 gift card. I have 2 for Piccolos for a night out gift card. I have 2 $50 gift cards for Macadoodles, so you get stuff from there as well. And then I have a really cool charcuterie cutting board that has like all of the cheese slicers and everything in it as well. So I'm trying to,
Is this one, get one big gift?
one gift basket.
Okay, and the tickets are how
My
much?
tickets are $5 for a raffle ticket, and I have
take 2.
raffles.
Me too, I want some.
So you can either Venmo me or you can give me cash, and then I have the raffles, the tickets in my car. I meant to have them in here, and I'll go get them. If you guys want to buy any after, just see me after team meeting.
Awesome. Okay, and Jim, you had a question?
Well, you have all the painting stuff and all that there.
Correct.
And the paint.
The paint and all the paint supplies.
Right.
If you have a special brush that you loved, if you love to paint, then bring your special brush.
If you bring battery operated tools or any tools with you, take a black permanent marker and put your name on them.
Yeah, good idea.
Because they have a tendency to walk away. It's not intentional, but
Or wear your tool belt and keep them on your hip, because I really want to see everyone in their tool belts.
But seriously, because they will, either hammers, screwdrivers, doesn't matter what it is, but if it's electric, for sure, they have a tendency to just kind of go away. So you want your name on them in permanent marker for sure.
This gonna be their first Red Day?
You did well.
Really cool.
You're digging that trench.
Does anyone have electrician skills? Electrician.
Mike's coming.
And we got in a back
Mike
row.
Graves
Okay.
is coming, so.
Oh, good, okay.
Small stuff. He's not gonna wire a box, but he'll do
Well,
the,
we have a dishwasher that needs to get, and I don't know if it needs a special plug.
no, he can put that in. Yeah, he just saw that.
And then we have a new refrigerator going in, but we have a plumber installing the water
Ah,
line,
that's just
so.
some water line. It comes off the sink anyway.
Perfect. Jim can do it.
Well, we want to thank all of you, but we really want to thank these agents who've given up their time to be on the Red Day Committee, from bowling night to Keller's Closet. So much has gone into raising these funds. So will you guys give a huge thank you to everyone?
This is the KW Culture in action. If you've not done this before, come Thursday. Not too late to sign up.
Not too late to get a shirt.
Buy
have that
lots of
graphic.
donation or raffle tickets. Do it all. This is worth it. And also reach out to your sphere. Say, hey, thank you for supporting me through sales through this year. It helps me go do things like this. If you know of agents or people from the real estate world that want to join us, it's not too late. The more hands-on on deck, the better. Yeah.
And on the bottom of the affiliated business deal, right? All those people pay X, right? The ones that are on that list, don't they pay? And that all goes to Red Day. I have to explain that to people all the time. They're not gonna get, this isn't money that's just pouring in, and they still make a donation to Red Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rachel says no, that's what I was told.
To be on the affiliated referral business?
The people on the bottom.
No. They're either part of our vendor program or we're allowing multiple options, but I think when Nicole changed it, Nicole, when you changed it, is it only current vendors?
Correct. The affiliated referral of business is current vendors in our program. And then the inspection providers are not going to be in the program. They're just your recommendations because you're sending them to us, but they are not going to be vetted.
Right, so part of it, I've been here for 14 years, so It used to be that those people donated to Red Day, so.
But even now,
Forget that.
these people, some of the sponsors this time.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure,
For
I'm
sure.
sure, yeah.
They gave right to it, so.
If you ordered a shirt, make sure to pick it up after sales meeting today. We're trying to leave you with a quote each time, so. And again, there's no sales meeting next week. We quoted Mo Anderson this time. The true joy in life comes from the ability to positively impact others. That's what Thursday is all about. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you Thursday.
You